I have always envisioned in the years to come the churches on Staten Island being major resources for the rest of the metropolitan area.
Staten Island is the third largest in area of the city's 5 boroughs, and it is also the most suburban. Although about 477,000 people call Staten Island home, it is the least populated borough. Just like Manhattan, Staten Island is a melting pot in terms of its racial makeup, but the majority of the residents are white. Most of the population is Roman Catholic. Local pastors say their churches reflect these demographics, so they reach out to them and are looking to minister to others.
On Staten Island itself, we're faced with a growing minority population. What we're seeing is that a lot of the minorities that are coming to Staten Island are coming from Africa, coming from Latin America, and many of them, including the Koreans that are coming from Korea, of this 20% of the population, a large percentage of them are already evangelical born-again Christians. And so what we have done, we've tried to come alongside to get to know the pastors, invite them into our association of evangelicals, and try to break through some of those barriers of nationality.
You know, I think we're doing what we're supposed to do, apostles, prophets, pastors, evangelists, the fivefold ministry, is to equip the saints for the work of the ministry.
We have a man that's been coming to church for about 6 months who actually goes and preaches on the Staten Island ferry on his way to work. He works in Manhattan, so on his way over to Manhattan, he just preaches, and he and another brother hand out tracts. And they go through about 600 tracts a week.
Pastors are recognizing the need to bridge the gap between communities on Staten Island. Like most of the boroughs, racial groups tend to live among themselves.
Staten Island is very polarized. North Shore people don't go south. South Shore people don't go to the North Shore. So the church has got to go to them. So if God will help us and give us the strategy where to put the next preaching method, the next place where we can gather people to worship publicly. We have 2 now, we're looking for a 3rd, and that God will just give us the strategy so we'll know where we can go and publicly preach the gospel, and that He will help us connect the believers.
I've noticed a lot of apathy, even though this is part of the city. It's a lot like the suburbs in that respect. This is not a high crime area down here, but there's just a lot of disinterest in God.
There's no shortage of spiritual needs on Staten Island. Because of this route, pastors say they see people with broken lives, whether it's from divorce, drugs, or other addictions. They also see an emptiness in the eyes of the people, searching to fill that with success or stardom. The local church is seeing these needs and reaching out with God's heart. And it is their desire to continue to be led by the Spirit, to continue reaching lost souls.
I don't just want to affect Staten Island, I want to infect Staten Island with the gospel.
Well, Jesus, have your way with the church. Just shape us, make us a holy people. Make us a people who love. First love God and then love those around us and are willing to lay our lives down for the kingdom of God.
Lord, give me the harvest that you've promised of thousands of souls for Christ. And whether they're here at Gateway or any other church in this region, we want to win thousands of souls for Christ.